Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm Nicole. Scorpio, consider this a nice little bonus reading. I typically don't do these on Sundays, as you know, but here we are. So got a little guided to get something out. And so I just thank you to everybody, right, who's liked, shared, subscribed, commented. You guys support this channel so much. So consider this just a little extra bonus reading from Spirit and myself, so thank you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and your North Node placements under this one. Your weekly will be out tomorrow as well, so everything else is status quo, but we're going to throw this in there. So, Scorps, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Personal reads are open and available. That information can be found in the description box below. See the email, reach out to me, and we'll get you set up and scheduled. I am scheduling for next week, and some slots have been taken. So with that being said, let's get down to business here. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend and all as well. Hopefully that read for the weekend has done you some good. Hope and individualism, warrior. Scorpio, let's see. We're going to get an overall card. I think we're going to pull two situations and see what's going on. I don't know. A little impromptu, right? Choices. That's not always the theme anymore, it seems. Decisions, choices are at hand. The moon. The Scorpio moon could be, I don't know what date. I don't remember. I don't even know that I've looked yet to see when the new moon in Scorpio is. But that could be very vital for you. We are in Libra season right now. But that moon is also the subconscious, Scorpio. Some of you could be, I got the chills, confirmation from Spirit. Pay attention. I've been saying this to you on and off now for the last couple months. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to premonitions. Pay attention to deja vu. Pay attention to just whatever's coming through. Because Spirit is saying the lighter side of things. The lighter side of things, Scorps, is coming. I got so much like energy with this for you guys. So I can see why I was guided to do this. Again, I typically don't do this Sunday thing, but here we are. That 50 breaks down to a 5. That's change. 46 breaks down to a 10, which then breaks down to 0 and 1, or 1 and 0, however you want to look at that. But, you know, there is a calming aspect to this moon, but it's also leading way to the choices in which you're going to make, leaning into the lighter side. Some of this could be health related. Some of this is more mind over matter kind of thing, becoming more mentally strong and focused about the decisions in which you're making. Third eye, your intuition. Scorpio, I will forever say it. Like this time of the year for you, moving throughout your season and into the latter months of the year, it's just like it picks up for you. Your intuition is spot on. You see things for exactly what they are. Additional information via Spirit, your higher self, your guides are coming in and supporting this. And I think whatever is happening or will happen, or the choices that you're going to have to make, you're going to handle it so very well. That lavender is just, it's calm, it's serene, it's at peace. You're making decisions not impromptu. You're making them based upon where you're feeling guided to go. Purple is going to be very important for you. You may find yourself wearing more purple, but again, the connection to that is the third eye and the crown chakra. So that's your ability to see beyond what meets the eye, and then your connection to Spirit or your higher guidance. So I do like this, and Spirit is also saying you're going to need this energy as you move throughout the end of the year, very strategically also. So let's see. It's backing up everything. There's going to be events, collections. Like there's things that are coming in. They're going to back up everything that you already know. So if you've had this, maybe the Spirit's going the last 4 months specifically. If you've had this thought process, this awareness, this knowing about you, and it's like, here comes the proof. Here comes the awareness. Here comes what I've seen happen in these sets of circumstances that support what I already know. It's like it's coming in to give confirmation to you. I could just keep saying it's backing up something, or maybe somebody's actions are also backing up what you've already said would be, or You know, it's like maybe somebody is a certain way with you behind closed doors, and then you go out in public and they're everything but that. And you're like, you know, when things are different, when the environment is different, this person shows up differently. And something is happening that supports something that you've said or some awareness that you've had. So, and it's also going to remind you, cool down. There's a pause there. Who was that? Was that, I think Leo had that cool down pause in their monthly read. There's something here. Hold on. Spirit, bring that back. We'll pick it back up. We'll pick it back up here. Water. You're keeping your emotions in check here, Scorpio. There's something about you needing to keep them in check, but it's not a hard fought endeavor for you to do that right now. Whatever that's about, you know, Scorpio, you can let your emotions run the show. You're not letting those things carry you away. It's like you're knowing when to kind of, it's called slow burn, like let things slowly burn, managing that emotion. You know, you think about it, if you have a fire in a field and you're using a hose to kind of keep it contained, right? Like you're able to keep yourself very grounded at this point around something. And you're doing a really good job of it. Like if you need confirmation as to whether or not like you've been doing it, like if you're questioning yourself, you have been maintaining yourself very well through a particular situation. So just, I feel like you're trying to walk away from something though. What is this? I don't know. Let's see. Another card here, Spirit. We'll clarify these. For Scorpio, work. So work, you know, you could be in a position too, Scorps. I feel like these are all, I was going to go with 2, but 3 came out, so that's what we're going to roll with the way this is working. Environments, you're working environments. Some of them could be very, I'm going to call it toxic. Some of the things you could be engaging in could be very toxic. It's like when you leave a situation, you know if it makes you feel better or worse. And then you know if you want to continue to engage in that. Does it make me inspired to think about life? Does it build me up? Does it support me? Do I feel good when I walk away? Do I feel like I'm curious to feel more, know more, see more, experience more? Versus when I leave that place, I just feel yucky. Or when I leave that environment, it's yuck. Or this person drains my energy, right? It's exhausting. Kind of feel like you always know how you feel about it in the big scheme of things, right? So work could be, your work spirit saying to your work could be changing, Scorpio. So be aware of that. Like they're innovative ideas, practical. It's like you're getting, not that you're not daydreaming, not that you're not thinking about more or revolutionizing what you do, but it's changing. It's I don't know how to explain this to you, Scorps. Like, you know what works and what doesn't work for you, and that's what you're working on. Could just be a different way, a different theme, a different process. Let's go with one of these. This choices, Spirit, for Scorpio. What is that about? You know, like, there's something. Pisces sensitize. More water in retrograde. Scorpio. Aquarius. Strength. Spirit's saying it's been a fundamental learning experience. I'm also going to tell you that calla lilies could have great significance here. Could be dealing with the Pisces, does not have to be. But these choices, I feel like, are more an internal structural awareness, Spirit is saying as well. I just did Sag's October read. A lot of internal processing with them. This here, to me, feels like you've got a healthy mix of emotions and logic behind what you're working on and working towards. Interesting, Scorpio. Retro. The review, 15. you, Scorpio, I said to you, you're walking away from something or trying to walk away from something. All the time that I've had this deck, I've never noticed that second set of staircases in the background of this card. I don't even know if you can see it in that blue back there, but there's a new experience here that you're getting ready to ascend. You're getting ready to level up on something, Scorpio. This is like one final walkthrough in the decisions that you've already made, and then the new choices that are to come. It's like, what was like was it the Hall of Fame I'm thinking of, or I don't know, you ever walk down a hallway and you see like all of the awards or certificates for whatever it is, and it's just lined of all the things, right? Scorpio, this could be almost you looking in almost on a subconscious level of like taking a journey through a hallway and going, oh yeah, this was me in the 1st grade and this was me in the 6th grade. Like, I don't know if your parents are those parents that have, you know, every grade level you've been in, like there's your school picture and there's the shrine of all the years that you've grown and matured and how much things have changed. But it's like looking at it from that standpoint of whatever these choices have been, like the path that you've walked, the things that have been done, the memories that come up, the awareness to the decisions and how good or bad or indifferent they've affected you or changed you over the course of your life. It's Spirit said it's been a well-written chapter of evolution, but it's not the soul story. And when they say soul, it's not the singular. It is SOUL, soul level. It's very different. And it's like you're dancing with ideas, contemplating ideas or thoughts on what this next, could call it a cycle if we wanted to, looks like. But this is going to require you, Scorpio, as much as you are an introverted extrovert, you could have done things on your own for a very long time, hyper independent, hyper focused on just you know what works for you. This collaborate with strength is going to require you, I don't want to say to play nice with others, because I think in the overall scheme of things, Scorpio, you do. You do handle it well with other people. But this is now more working parts. This isn't just going to work from this point to this point where you would be a part of a group effort and then you go off the rest of the day and do it by yourself. This is all day long. You're going to be collaborating and or working with others in some capacity. So whether this is work, this is in your home, your day-to-day life, for whatever that might be or look like for you, it could be different for all, it is going to be different for all of you. But what I think is funny as I look here, the moon is in the background of this again. There are things here, Scorpio, that you don't yet see, the subconscious, right? These are things that we don't yet see. And I do feel like there's almost like this sifting through, maybe on an astral plane, sleep, whatever, even throughout your day as you're doing things. It's almost kind of like I see you not blanking out per se, but those downloads, that information, the pictures, depending on how you work with your clairs. Like if you're clairvoyant, you're going to see those things. If you're clairaudient, you're going to hear those things. A lot of us, it's multidimensional in that regard, right? We pick up in various ways. But it's starting to come through, Scorpio. And I would also say to you, if you went back, gosh, I'd say a year to 2 years ago, the way this is coming through, maybe for some of you it might just be months, but others of you it may be a little bit longer. You were having downloads then about certain scenes that are now playing out in your life, and it's like a certain parts of your day are happening, or certain interactions are happening, or you're going places. It's directing you back to that time, and Spirit's also telling me to tell you that it may not look exactly as it did in the subconscious realm. It may vary a little bit, the shapes, the colors, the sizes of things. Most often too, in dream state, we don't see people's faces unless we've ever seen that person before, right? So the mind doesn't make up human faces, basically, right? and there's a psychological study about that, and I can't remember, it's been so many years now, but we only dream of the faces that we know. So if you were having a dream or in some dream state in the past that you could not see the faces, it's because you hadn't met this person yet, is what Spirit is saying. So now, if that has changed, you're able to dream. Spirit is calling it in full color. You're seeing more of it, or it's now making more sense. The places, the atmosphere, it's a very deja vu kind of thing coming back around for you. So Spirit saying it's confirmation of what you've already known, Scorpio, right? Like, big surprise there. All right, let's grab one of these and then we'll clarify for Scorpio. This message for Scorpio. I said to you, Scorpio, oh God. I said, this is like the confirmation of, they're confirming to you that what you've dreamt or seen or whatever, it's here, right? And look at the card. Shooting star confirmation comes out of the deck with candle illumination. You're starting to, I could say you're starting to see things, right? But it's directional, Scorpio. Look at this. If you guys have been with me for a minute, I take the first 5 cards back in the deck. Those are my go-tos. Shooting star illumination. So it's showing you direction. Look at that footprints, the direction in which you need to go, those choices. Messages are coming through, again, subconsciously or whatnot, however that's happening. It could be sign, symbol, synchronicities as well. This goes back to the choices card in the very beginning. Look at that, decisions. You're going to have a real important decision, Scorpio, coming up. I'm going to give probably more than I should on this and say the end of Scorpio, or not the end of Scorpio season. Maybe that's a slip for a purpose. Maybe some of you that will be the case. So November 21st, 22nd. But I want to say by the end of October, specifically, Scorpio. And granted, this is not your October read, but there is a big, shiny, bright decision that's going to have to be made. And it was funny. I was thinking, I have quite a few pendulums, and I never use them anymore. I haven't used them in, probably years. This card here, decision, pendulum, I was thinking about that this morning. And here it sits. But it's also one of those ones, they're not iridescent. The crystals, what do they call that? I can't think of the word. But they create the rainbow effect. And if you have them hanging in your window or whatever, the sunlight hits them and then they cast that rainbow looking feel. Scorpio, same, I don't know, that you might have something like that hanging in a prominent area in your house or room or Spirit, wherever you meditate. But there's an importance to that as well. So be aware, Scorpio, right? Always be aware. Do know. All right, let's see here. Spirit, they want me to just go ahead and clarify this work card, okay? We're gonna do it differently, right? We're gonna do it. What is this work about for Scorpio, Spirit? It's the Chariot and the Knight of Cups, Scorpio. You are going to be working with others. You are going to have to, in your stubborn, fixed-ass energy that you are. I remember saying a few months back to you, delegate task, however you say it. You can't do it all, right? You can't do it all. You can try. You're going to drive yourself crazy. Nine of Swords, Scorpio, sideways. This is also going to be about you releasing some control. Day to day. You releasing some control day to day. 4 Cups, I'm going to do it my way. I've got to be able to do this all by myself. That's not where you are anymore. Okay? 4 Cups, 7 of Cups, the Death card. There you are, Scorpio. And what's funny about this, surprisingly, not, you are implementing this and yet you're fighting it at the same time. If that's not your trait, I don't know what is. It's like, I know that I need to do this thing and I'm going to do this thing. But the whole time I'm forcing myself to do this thing, whatever that thing is for you, working with others perhaps, I'm gonna resist it. I'm gonna be hard-headed the whole time. You're being very Scorpio, right? Like, yeah, man, it's like, if I do this, these are all the wonderful possibilities that come in with this. What I've asked for, what you've asked for, Scorpio. But then 4 cups, right? The hand of God, the divine, what you've asked for is right there. And you're like, well, I've got these 3 broken cups. I've got these 3 cups that are sitting here. They've not served me well enough. And here's the 4th one. And I'm just going to be like, when I'm ready, on my terms. Nobody else is on my terms. Scorpio, get the fuck out of your own way. We've had this conversation, 3 times now since the last couple of months. Get out of your own way. You're doing it again. Whatever that is, you're doing it again. Stop it. What is this? The 4 of Wands. Scorpio, home, family, celebration, marriage, success. The Page of Cups. Somebody's trying to help you. Somebody's leaning into whatever this is with you. What is this, Spirit? Page of Cups. Somebody is supporting this, Scorpio. The 6 of Wands. You just have to get out of your own way. Whatever that looks like. Whatever that means for you. However you're fighting yourself. Scorpio, I think it's just fear. Truth be told, Page of Wands, it's 5 of Cups. I said about those cups being knocked over, spilled, broken. There they are, the 5 of Cups. There's those 3 cups that are always knocked over in that card. There it sits. This is a fear. Like, you see the opportunity in whatever this is. But you have worked very hard to become that Queen of Pentacles. Stable, self-sufficient. Mastering on your own. Maybe you've run a business for a long time. And now all of a sudden, like, you need to hire employees. So you hire your employees, and you're like, never mind, just give it to me, I'll do it my way. I mean, how many times in your life have you been that person? Scorpio is a fixed sign, like, yeah, the peppers need cut, but just give them to me, I'll cut them, I'll do it my way, it's fine. Scorpio, not saying that your way doesn't work, but your way isn't always necessary. You've done what you needed to do to become that Queen of Pentacles. But the 5 of Cups, the Page of Wands is like, there's a need to give here. And not where you're people-pleasing or over-giving or doing what you typically do. But, again, learning how to work in conjunction with others on a different way. So whatever way has not worked for you, or, well, I shouldn't say hasn't worked. It has worked for a point of time. But it's just something you're not used to doing. Again, maybe hiring employees, maybe giving your kids tasks to do, maybe allowing your partner to step in and do things that you typically would have done yourself without you giving input. Just zip it, right? Just critiquing is not necessary. Whatever that looks like, and this is the thing that gets me with you. You know that you need to do this. You know that it's necessary. Like, everything that you've asked for has been given to you, right? But you also have to get out of your own way to let it happen. Like, it needs to organically evolve. Get out of your way, okay? So, Scorpio, you guys are difficult today. Maybe there's a reason, right? There's always a reason for these reads. All right, Spirit, one more on this. Sideways again. The 7 of Cups, 2 of Wands, choices, decisions. 3 times over, Scorpio, the 2 of Wands, the World, the Tower. Scorpio, you are so afraid. Oh my. 6 of Cups, the Tower, the 2 of Wands. 8 of Swords, and the 2 of Swords, Scorpio. You're going back in a time and space of life that said, if I give this free will up, if I give my power away, right, in a situation, it stands to uproot my stability. It uproots what I've worked on for myself. You may feel like, if you give that control up in any dynamic, that it could destroy you. Like, that's really, this Tower is like, if I do this, what is the possibility that past is going to repeat itself? If you ever had a business and an employee stole from you, if I hire another person like that person, are they going to steal from me? If I give space to let my partner into my personal space, are they going to destroy it and not care for it? Like, it's that type of mentality of the what ifs that could go wrong, rather than going, we are not. And I think this has been a little bit of a repeating message, Scorpio, whether it was for you or for somebody else. We're not dealing with the same devils that we once dealt with. You've got the ability to remove yourself on a mental restriction around this and give hope to connection with that Six of Cups, that you might actually be pleasantly surprised, rather than needing to have your guards up and be like, oh my God, what happens if? And what happens if everything is fine, right? Changing the mindset, Scorpio. Your mind has been, there's been some reads where it's kind of popped up and been like, I'm going to run Scorpio amok. You know, so don't let it run you amok, Scorpio. It really doesn't need to. It doesn't need to at this time. So let's go with one of these, and then I'm going to leave it at that. Like, I feel like it's pretty simple. All right, anything else for Scorpio? Scorpio. You're going to want to be mindful of, oh God, hold on. It's not the manifest. No, it's not the right time. What are you working on, Scorpio? Give it time. Some of you could feel like something you are working on or have been trying to work on feels to be a little bit stalled here. Excuse me. It's going from no to give it time to something new coming to fruition here for you. You know, Libra season could actually serve you well here, Scorpio. And Libra season is about what's fair, just, right, and balanced, right? So it's not a bad thing, but yeah, look, if relationships, work, I don't know, even motivation to do things has been like ucky feeling to you, it's gonna start to change. It is gonna balance out. Some of you may be taking a vacation. You could be doing a lot of traveling. The point of, I don't want to call it, this isn't a pause. It's just a slowdown. It's not a pause. It's because Spirit doesn't want you to overdo it at this time, Scorpio. So whether this is mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever this is, you're not supposed to be working yourself into burnout right now. So, and I feel like part of that for you, that's the difficulty in it, is like, well, I equate success to me working 90 hours a week, right? I equate success to me running on 2 hours of sleep. If I'm sleeping 7 hours and I'm clearly not doing enough in a day, if the whole to-do list isn't done today, then I've not done enough. It's like you're comparing some sort of success to either someone else or something that you uphold a standard to for yourself. And Spirit's like, not today. Like, not today, not this week, not this month. We just need you to be in you know, I could say flow, or just go with the vibe, Scorpio, right? But if you're traveling, or like you're finding yourself doing more physical movement, that's supposed to incorporate another piece to the next thing that you do. You may end up in some weird way. I don't know how this works for you specifically, but be honored for doing that way. It's almost like when I have said to you before, living by example, leading by example. You can't sit here and do this, right, as an example, if you've not worked on yourself. You can't sit and preach one thing and then do the other, right? Complete hypocrisy. So there's something that you're needing to do that you may feel like the need to do is to really just kind of take it day by day, minute by minute. Whatever happens, happens, without tying yourself to this idea of a standard expectation or comparing yourself to others at this time. Because what everybody else is doing or how you used to do it doesn't work for the manifestation that you're trying to include. That spirit has, you know, it's like you've asked for a prayer, or you've given out a prayer or a manifestation, and spirit's like, we heard you, we got you, but now can you just sit down and chill the fuck out while we take care of this for you, because you're impeding on it, right? Like, these are the things we need you to do, and we'll worry about the rest. And same thing too, if you are working with somebody, if you're living with somebody, and you've got to learn how to work with that, Scorpio, it's okay to just sit the fuck down every now and again. Okay, so spirit doesn't want you overworking yourself, because I do feel like by the end of this year, your job between now and then is just to stay dedicated to what you love. Stay dedicated to the path ahead without killing yourself to make it happen. Because by the end of the year, whatever this has been, in this, again, Scorpio, it's you, probably every area of your life, knowing you, you're going to see the benefits to this. Like, everything that you want is coming together, but you need to just chill. Just chill and let others do their part. And if you're coming from a place of you were always the doer, always the giver, always the people pleaser, to sit back and let somebody else take the reins, that's trying, that's triggering, that's a lot. So, you know, try to be Scorpio. I told you, the new beginnings that you're manifesting, they're coming. Challenges, your job, again, when we talk about those decisions and choices in the beginning of this read, this challenge card says, make a decision and work on your inner healing. That's your job from now until probably December, is just to self-love, self-care, self-focus. It's not stingy to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself, but it's about the workings on what's going on within the heart space, your inner child, your higher knowing, your higher self, because this new chapter, new version, new whatever you want to call this, Scorpio, I think this is just your manifestations are coming in, right? I don't think it's anything super new. If it may feel that way if you've manifested this a while back and it's just now coming through, but you're needing to be in alignment with it and allow it to grow and progress and birth itself into this new reality. Like, you just gotta sit back and relax, Scorpio, truthfully. 10 of Wands, 2 of Wands. There you go. For Scorpio. Some of you, like, hold on, let's see. Before I start making jokes. What is this? 9 of Cups, again, working on yourself. Scorpio, the more you work on yourself and your healing, you are 3 of Swords on the bottom, big surprise. And they're the Ace of Cups, the High Priestess. Scorpio, this is a very big, the sooner you doing what you do helps others heal, whether you know it or not. Like, let's just say you're a therapist and you go to work every day and you sit down with your clients and you put a smile on your face, but truthfully, you're feeling down and out. People feel that, whether they know it, whether they're in tune with it or not. Like, their energy picks it up. You go in there, let's say you spent the weekend working on yourself, taking care of yourself, doing the things that make you feel good. Monday morning, you roll into the office and your smile is genuine. You brighten everybody else's day just by the fact that you are vibrating higher than where you've been. I hope it's making sense. you are healing other people by the ways in which you heal yourself. And again, it's almost like you're laying foundations, Scorpio. You're laying foundations in your family dynamics, you're laying foundations in your love relationships, you're laying dynamics in your work, you're laying dynamics in your day-to-day activities and routines, and you don't even see it. Like, you don't even realize when you move with intention, even without major focus on that, you are healing everything around you, including yourself. That is your job right now. Just to be open to receive instead of controlling it. Everything is coming to you in time. It's all coming to you in time. Whatever that looks like for you. But let go of the doubt. Let go of any self-doubt. And is this anyone tied to Scorpio? 10 of Pentacles. The Star. 7 of Swords in reverse. I never put my cards in reverse. 8 of Cups. You are not the only one, Scorpio, in dynamics that are walking away from emotionally lacking in fulfillment type situations. I said about healing, there comes the Star. That is Aquarius energy. It is healing. It is inspiration. It is hope. It is renewal. It is wish fulfillment, right? It is all of those things. I'm going to see something. 7 of Swords. What's that about? Laughter. You're almost going to laugh. Like if you've had worry around things, it's almost being able to sit back and look at it and laugh about how silly and frivolous those worries have been in the long run. Like, it's almost like you don't see what somebody else is going through, and I don't even know that they're really going through it, but it's their own process, right? Everybody has their own process, and you're simultaneously doing the same thing. So if this is business, right? Maybe, you and this person come together to do collaboration or whatnot, and they had to finalize some things, and you had to finalize some things. It's freeing you both up to work together, right? 10 of Pentacles, life, legacy, family, things that you pass down generation to generation, ideas, values, beliefs. 10 of Pentacles, right? Talk about happy home, happy life, happy family, happy legacy, all the things. Like, that's what you're leaning towards. It's everything you've ever wanted. Same for this other side of this situation, whatever it is for you. But it's going to make life so much better. You just have to chill the hell out. Like, chill. Take a breath, Scorpio. It'll be fine. It really will. I don't even think there's any advice necessary here, Scorpio. Seriously. Like, speak up. Talk about your manifestations. Talk about what you want, right? Don't expect people to read your mind either. Connect. Your friendship groups may change. You have the card of manifest twice here. Look at this. And then laughter and lighten up. Chill out. You're going to go create. You're going to the people that are coming into your life, people that may have recently come into your life, the people that have been worth keeping in your life, I will also say to you, the dynamic of how much easier it becomes if you've had difficult partnerships in the past with anything, work, people, love, whatever, it's going to become a lot simpler. Like, you don't have to be so serious. And I know that's tough for a Scorpio, right? We're real good at that. But whatever these other people, wherever they're coming from, whoever they are, their personality, their traits, they're about enjoying life. And you're going to learn how to enjoy life too, Scorpio. Not that you don't, but it's going to show up differently. Spirit just keeps going by way of working with each other, by way of work. Scorpio, tattoo it on your forehead. Write it on your mirror. I don't know. There's something about the way that you need to work with other people. No matter what. This is a learning curve for you to do different. Okay? So, all right, guys. I'm leaving it there. I hope that this hit whoever it needs to hit for. I'm sending you all so much love. Personal reads are open and available. That info is found in the description box below. Channel memberships are open. Those videos will be out this week also. And then we're working towards, what, a full moon in, Aries, right? Yeah, Aries and Libra. Full moon in Aries soon. That'll be a doozy. I'm sure of it. It's Aries. It's the beginning, right? It's the beginning. We're closing out a cycle there. All right, Scorpio, I'm leaving it there. I'm sending you all so much love. Take care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye.